Okay, so you join me here for the next video. So, right, okay, what do we got? Well, we had the other machine there that was, actually there's a list of machines I've been looking at, scrap, look, one of them's already gone. So this machine here, the problem is this cable here is not working right. The other machine that we were showing in our last video, we're going to use as a donor machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the base piece. This is a good working spindle motor. So we're going to take the spindle motor out of this assembly and we're going to put it into the other machine. Now there's a laser in here, but this laser is not working. It's giving trouble. What's happened with this one is the cable is faulty on this one for a start. Should be a cable clip on that that keeps that down, but it doesn't stay on it. It's not letting me. The cable is basically shagged out. So when we change this bottom piece, the bottom piece in the other one, this cable and the clip are intact and they're working, so that's great. Otherwise you've got to take out a whole load of stuff here and it's a real pain in the madash. So I'll take out the good drive drawer. This actually, here's remember our last video we were showing the drive. This is a good one, see? So lovely jubbly. And this one actually isn't broken. This one's in sweet condition. Okay, so that's that. I'm still waiting on the 515, so when that arrives we'll play with that. Until then we play with this baby. So to get the assembly out of this, there's a couple of clips. This is the 5 volt power to the spindle motor. There's this baby here, this cable here. Actually, that cable doesn't need to come out. I don't want to take that out. That can stay in. That cable basically goes from there over to here, but it goes underneath. It doesn't need to come out because it's underneath the actual assembly itself. That needs to come out. That's a problem. We'll take out the laser sled and laser assembly because we're going to put it into the other one. You never know, it might work on that one. Like I said, these are pre-calibrated at the factory. You'll notice there's a bit of gunk there, a bit of adhesive as it were. So when this is calibrated, they set it in stone. Okay, these trim pots over here are exactly that. They trim the laser. So as the laser gets a little bit older, you can trim these up a bit to try and increase tracking and focus. Eventually, these become null and void and no longer focuses the disc. That's all it's for. Don't play with this. If this laser doesn't work and you fiddle around with these, this is the problem. Chuck it away, get another one. Trust me on that one. I've been playing with these now for a long time, and that's exactly what I've discovered. Okay, so there's one there actually. I was actually sold 2 of these. They're both screwed. They don't work. I'm not even going to go down the road of what it cost me. Sorry, I'm at the other side of the workshop here. And it's just ridiculous. And too nice to go look for my money back. Right, okay. Just want to actually see something here. Yeah, that was never taken off before. It's okay. Anyway, you don't need to take the face off it. I'll just drop my screwdriver. What you do need is a decent long screwdriver. There we go. I've got 2 here. So you want these babies, long screwdrivers. Okay, the reason being is that the screw is very far down, and there are 4 of them. So you can see here there's a little indentation. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move the camera around a bit. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just move this a bit. Okay, that'll be easier that way. Should be able to get it with that. Get it with that one. Nope, try to get it out. Should be sitting on top of the darn thing. Still haven't got it. Yeah, there we are. We're sitting on it. We got it. So that's undoing itself. We might end up using this assembly on our 515 when it comes. You never know. So we might as well change this now and get one good out of the 2. One screw out. There is only 4 holding it in, so we can get these. He's definitely undone. This is going to come out, and the other 2 are here. the back. So what's at the back of this? You'll see a screw down the bottom. There's one up. And the other one is over here, again at the back. On the bottom. You won't miss it. Trust me. You won't miss it. So they're all the same length, so there's no issue with that. Just try to get my nail under it here if I can. See, no. Okay, so there is still one stuck in there, but it'll come out when we remove this baby. Here we are, we're out. Now this here obviously also has to come out, so that's just a simple little pull. And that is it. Another cable here, this one. Just pull that one out, that's it. Did I take the 5-volt cable out? I did, it's just cut. Oh, the ground wire is on as well. Ground wire connects to the power supply. So that's what basically I took out there. I'll show you now when I get this out of the way. Ground wire connects to this position here on the power supply. So it's I have to drop the screw into the mechanism. Lovely jubbly. Not to worry. There it is there. So that's that. Out of there. So what we'll do now is we will over there. Can't really take that out of the way because it's that SCART socket's jammed out of it all directions. I just sit it up there. Now I was having a quick look at. Here goes another screw. I was having a quick look at this. Something's dropped off of it. I think it was another screw. I had a quick look at this. Doesn't look like it's too hard to take apart. I've no idea, mind you, but it doesn't look like it's too hard to take apart. It just looks like there's the cable stuck in a few places. And that's it. Doesn't look like it's anything major. And then it looks like there's what? Maybe 1, 2, 3 screws. I'm going to take this one and this one out first and just see if it drops with them out. I don't know, but I'll just try it anyway. There's one of them, take that there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, I should have moved that out of the way. Right, 2 of them. Right, now, is that going to drop? Nope. I'm going to take this 3rd screw here at the back. I'll turn around this way so you can see. This one here I'm going to take out. So I took one out of there, took one out of there, and there's one on the other side. Take this one out, see what happens. Yeah, that looks like it's freed it up. It's hitting the deck. So let's just lift it up slowly. See if it comes out. There's a little sensor in there, a little light sensor. Oh, do you know what? It's probably a slide over, isn't it? It's still held on to something. Let's see if I can figure out what that is. Nope, that's it. Just pushed it. That's it. She's out. Can we get it out though? Past the guards. Probably could we shove it down? No. Doesn't appear to be any easy way of getting this out of here, does there? Surely the spindle motor's come out. It's probably a clamp that has to go on it, you see, to take it off. That's probably what it is. Interesting. So how do you get that out of there? Man says you can't. It's jammed. That's interesting, isn't it? It's jammed inside the mechanism. Can't actually get the spindle motor out. There's probably a huge watts to pop this plastic piece off, but yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I see there's a spline on top that holds it in place, but you know, that's basically got me now. Let me see now. Must be another thing I can take off. There's something else I can get out of the way. Let me get it in there. Now look at this. Hold on. This might be the trick. Lift that up. Does that help me get it under there? It does, but it still doesn't help me out. I was thinking that maybe if I took this out of the way, just gave it a little nudge there. Yeah, that worked. It's out. There it is. That one's working. Yeah, just pop this out of the way. Now it'll go out sideways. So we did that on the other one. That worked. So this is working. This mechanism is okay. No bits broken or damaged in this whatsoever. I'm going to hold on to this one for the moment because the cable bit is the only problem on this one. This is the faulty bit on this one, so we'll change that a little bit later on. But yeah, just to take the motor off, see what happens. There's the motor out of that one. So we'll go get the other one. Leave the motor there. We'll go get the other one that's faulty motor, and we'll put it on the other one. So you've got 4 screws. There's a screw hole up here. You can get that from the top little, just off screen there, and one here. So there's one there, one there, and the two at the back you might not be able to see. There's one here and the one here. So we're going to take them off now. So this cable is grand. See, there's a clip on this one. You see, this basically keeps the cable in the laser assembly and stops this cable from running up in the air and actually gouging a line out of your disc. I had a disc there and I was wondering what was going on with it, because again, the machine was sold me as working. Turns out that it's working alright, but it was taking lumps out of all my discs, and I was saying to myself, what is going on here? This is some sort of voodoo, man. Done it again, haven't I? Don't forget to take these cables off. So you got this one here, a little small fella up here. I'm all fingers and thumbs. Okay, that's it. You does not with it. Right, that's the one metal. That's the metal that's out of that mess. So that's that one out of the way. Part swab is out of that machine. Okay, so we're back to the motor again. So I'm going to put those screws over there because it doesn't really matter. Right, the motor's not working on this one. This is our issue. Like I said, it's hold on a second here. So that's the way that one there is working. This one here is not working. Oh, it seems to be still. I thought maybe it wasn't as free, or maybe. Yeah, it's actually freer. Yeah, see that? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Anyway, I know it's not working, so we're going to get this one out of here now. So what did we do? We have a whole lot of screws running around the top here. Okay, so we have 3 screws to take out. So we have that one. If I can dab hand now, as the man says. Right. That one. This one. Turn around again, and there's one here, like that baby. I should be able to, what to do to move it out of the way. I'm gonna slide this across, was it? No, hold on, how did I do that? The old grey matter is confused on this one. I don't remember what I did to move that out. There was a way to move it out of the way without basically busting it. I think it's only works when I've done that. Shove this across. Yep, only works when I do that. Just gets it out of the way, you know. Now you see the screw? Well, let's make it easier actually to take the motor on. It's probably a service manual for this. Right, okay, so let's see now. Something is holding that in place now. Right, we'll have to release that, my friend. Please release me. Let's go down there. Should have been a singer, really. Lovely lad, man. Lovely bit of necking and another screw. That's interesting. There it is. Okay, so what we had to do on the other one was get this out of the way here. Just give it a push, the last one. I gave it a wee push. Yeah, there we go. I gave it a wee push, man. And these cables, can you see that? I'm off screen here. Can you see that? Just trying to get these cables out of these little clips here. So, if I can, just pull it, man. Just pull it. There's that one out. Green one out. Green one here does not want to come out. It does not want to come out. My God, it does not want to come out. Get out. Move it, move it, move it. Hey. It's still stuck in it. Yeah, there's people out there now looking at this going, God, you got to push that bit, just push that bit. Still refuses to come out. Sweet mother of God. Got it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Now, it's usually best to mark these things. Somebody stole my marker. This is total BS. I'm going to put actual pens gone as well. What the hell? So, let's see. Hear that? Seems fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange, man. Anyway, I know it's not spinning, so I'll put that to one side for a minute. Into the scraps bin. Now, we have this motor that's working, and we have lost the other mechanism. There it is. No. No. Now, so we're going to put, so it's the same mechanism, I'm getting confused here. So I'm going to be putting this into this one, aren't we? Get that, oh, before you do that, get this out of the way. Oh yeah. Now try to shove that in there, yeah. There's probably a proper way of doing this. Take off, like, you know, 8 different parts of the machine or something. I find pushing that up works actually well. That's it. Yep. So when I'm putting it through, I'm just pushing that, just give it a bit more space to get it through the rest of the way. I'll leave that off for a second until we get orientated. And so there's a proper orientation as well, so we're just gonna get that sorted out. So we're in the groove. Get into the groove. Told you I should have been a singer. Yeah, the problem there, of course, is you're trying to do 2 things at once. So I'm trying to now get. God, this is awkward. There has to be an easier way than this. There's got to be an easier way than this, big man. Okay, what we'll do, we'll put the circuit board let's take that out of the way. Shove that, still on camera, aren't we here? I shove that baby down there. There we go. So this is this little sensor here lets the machine know how fast the disc is spinning. It's basically it's usually a little light of some sort in there. That'll be the, let's see now, we want to get this, the three holes are probably, don't really matter, but we probably want that cable over to that side, you know. So let's, in there. Right. I think, therefore I haven't. Well, we get one screw in, and then we'll push that little baby down again. See if we're still on camera there, yeah? Get into the screw groove. Okay. So now, da 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 da, do 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 do. Now, how's that? It's looking good. Ah, instead of popping out, that's what happened. That's why it's a bit crusty. Ah, flip it anyway. Right. I think I'll go off camera for a second, get this bit, and come back to you, because unless I get this in the next 3 seconds, this is gonna be a very boring video. Push back down in there, clipped in. You go in there. Dear Lord. Go over there. You go there, yeah. We'll just get that to stay down there, you know. Usually be a lot of cursing around about now, you know. You flippin' flipper. See that? Look. Like, what maniac designed this thing? I'll tell you what we'll do. Don't do this at home. I could just, if you could stay down there, that'd be great. He's correct, yeah. It's very dark in here, and that's the problem as well. Right. Don't lose it, as the man says. Right. Put right off camera again, of course, as I'm doing that. Oh, now we're in. That was easy. So, and then that one in there. La 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 la. And then another one of them. We can probably just do a Yuri Geller here, you know, and bend the steel past in there. So, there's one back in there. That's the 3 screws back in place. Make sure they've got a decent amount of torque on them. At the end of the day, this is what spins Mr. Big Disc. Right, okay, so now turn it over this way. And there are the spot here. I'm going to throw in the cable into it. You see, you can't see that, you know. My hands are in the way all the time. So then over here, then I'll look at the cable into that. That's popped out of this one again. So it's just basically getting the cable into that one there. Right, cable's in there. That's it. Do I need to put the cable past that as well? No, it wasn't there before. Was it? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Right. Tie it in there as well. No, it'll be too short. Right, okay. Just give me a second. Just sit that down. This might make a jot of difference to it, because our problem here, of course, is the laser's not working properly. But it depends on the calibration. If the laser is calibrated to this deck well enough, it'll work. I won't stick the laser on until I have it in place. I tend not to stick it on because fingerprints and not fingerprints. There's a bit of dirt all over the damn thing, to be honest with you. All over the laser. You've just cleaned it, or you just got it working, and then you go and put fingerprints all over it. Ain't great. Right, and that goes. These cables only go one direction, so you're not really going to mess that up too much. That just keeps the cables in place, stops them floating about, man. Floating about. It's starting to sound like Big a Groove. Get in there now. Get it in there. Get into the groove, yeah. Do, 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 do. You're gonna be singing that song now all day now, aren't you? You hear that now, you go, oh no, you were singing that friggin' song all day, thanks a million. Yeah, probably. Right, okay, so 4 screws to go back in. I think it's on the floor nicely. Did I pick up the wrong screw there? I think I picked up the wrong screw there. It's the little long ones. I picked up the little short stubby ones. That's the one. What I tend to do when I'm putting the screws in, I've probably mentioned this before, but I'll say it again, is I will just sort of put them in tight enough but not fully, so there's a bit of movement whenever I'm tightening up, and then go ahead at the end then and do a full final tighten up. That came back out of there because it's not right. It's right now. Yeah, we're in the right place. So easy to get this right and so easy to get it wrong. Okay. Right, while I'm putting this back together, you go get a cup of tea. Okay, so that's it. Now when you put the laser back, pull this clip up at the back. And then you can just gently push it off camera back in. So you put the cable back in and just press both sides down gently. That's that back in. Sit it there for a second. Get the old bar. So the bar on the front is sort of a receiver, so it's going into it, and the bar here is just sitting down on top of it. So then just check it's okay. Now make sure on the left side there there's a little hook. Make sure the hook's in underneath. So I see that? That goes under that. Okay. Bar goes in the front, that drops down. Screw in the back. Don't need to overdo it, just gently. And then just gentle jiggle. See if it's in place. It is. You can even, if you want, move it with a little worm gear there. It should move up and down. Don't push it or shove it, because this M holder is very delicate and can be broken very easily. Okay, so what I managed to do there was get the bar caught on the front. It's probably easier if you take this panel off and then put the mechanism in, or if you put the mechanism in with the panel still on the front. Just make sure that the bar with the 2 cogs on it goes underneath the plastic front. But yeah, I just noticed that there now before I put the drive drawer and going, oh, that doesn't look right. Anyway, not to worry. So I'm just going to put these 2 screws back in. Then we put the drawer back in. Before we put the drawer back in, actually, let's just put the cable back over here. So there's a 5. Yep, you can see that. There's the 5-volt cable for the spindle motor. So I'll plug that in there. Good to get on the social distance from my camera. I'm right on top of it here. Right, now that's screwed in, and then put them into the little clip there. That's that done. That's in. That's in. That's in. That's good to go. So I'm going to put the drive drawer in this time. Into the oh. Right, now we're going to plug it in and see if it turns on, and then we'll try and see if it will spin a disc. Even with this laser not focusing, I think it was spinning the disc but just wasn't obviously reading the disc. So let's get the disc in there. So unfortunately, it's I'm hoping there's a bit of damage there in the disc. You see that? That was from one of the so-called working drives. Anyway, let's not worry about it. Big trouble in Little China. And there we are. Well, at least it's running it anyway. I don't know whether it's going to play the disc. Well, it says it is. It says I can see the disc. It says it's playing the disc. Which you may or may not be able to see down there. Yeah, you can see it alright. Well, I can see it on the camera here anyway. See what happens now. Oh, P5 focus there. That's because the laser is a piece of junk. But that's not very good. But at least the spindle motor is working. So at least we've shown you that we can change the motor out without too great a problem. So that's the motor changed. So the only thing wrong with this machine is that laser. That laser is crap. Pardon the French, but it is. It's rubbish. So we'll have to change that laser out. Anyway, until next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit not as exciting as some other videos probably, but there we are. Alright, thank you, bye bye.